Hello everyone. Okay, so today, a few days ago, I think like a day before today or day before yesterday, we got a sale for this baby jade. So I don't actually have any jades left besides these ones, but it's called a baby jade. I'm not sure if that's the actual name, but that's what I listed it as, because if you notice, the leaves are a lot smaller than a regular jade plant. So yeah, it's really cute. And I sold it on my Etsy, plantventions LLC. I'll put it in the comments in the description. But yeah, that's what I sold today. So we're gonna be packaging this up. There it is. And then in the package, which I include in all of my plant orders, I got the plant care sheet. This is my last one, so I have to put some more. But it's just a sheet of plant care information, just some general stuff. And also, if you haven't seen, I have listed quite a few miscellaneous paintings and stuff, my original paintings, on my Etsy. So if you're interested in that, I have them listed there. And you'll get the paintings that are signed. So all of them are signed. And some of them are dated of the date that I made them. Some of them were made almost a year ago. But yeah, I put dates for when I made them. And you actually get the painting that I painted. So it's not like an art print or anything. You get the actual painting. Okay, so you've seen my past 2 small business diary series episodes. I think episodes 7 and 8. You kind of know how this goes already. Pretty much the same thing as always. Just putting tissue paper where the soil is to make sure the soil doesn't spill out of the container. So yeah, this is just tissue paper. You can really use any tissue paper. It's just tissue paper I got from the dollar store. That's just where I happen to get it from. And that's just what I use. You actually get a pretty good amount of it, especially because my plants are pretty small, so I don't really use that much per plant. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And the next step is using masking tape. Okay, so my room is a bit messy, so I'm working on projects right now. Oh, here's the masking tape. Okay. I was doing some embroidery stuff. I was using masking tape to help me thread the needles with the embroidery floss because it's kind of difficult. Oh yeah, we have a whole bunch of plants propagating, by the way. Plants in trays. Some of them are rooting. Some of them haven't rooted yet. I want to find one that's rooted so I can show you guys. That one's not a good example. These are, what's it called, speck boom or something? Okay, this one has a few roots at the end right there. So I will be potting these up and listing them. I'll probably make a video on that. Just bump this. Yeah, we also have a lot of leaves propagating that I have to list. I've listed some jade leaves already, but I have to list these other ones. Not exactly sure. Okay. Not exactly sure what these ones are called. There's some sort of echeveria, I think, but I'm not sure which ones, because there's so many different types of plants. Like I specialize in selling succulents, right? Which you think would be, a niche, which technically it is, but it's still an incredibly broad range of stuff, like it's more niche than just saying I sell plants or I sell houseplants. but there's still so many different types of succulents that it's kind of difficult. I have some pictures that I got from an order of a bunch of different types of succulents. I have some aeoniums, some echeveria somewhere, I think. I have some aloes, not aloe vera, the aloe ciliaris, I don't remember what it's called. The, right there. The tips of those, are kind of turning brown. I'm not really sure what's up with that. I don't remember if they were like that when I got them or what. So I might have to do a bit of an inspection on that. Yeah, packaging my plants takes me a second, if you haven't noticed, because I like to do it well. And to like to do it well, make sure that my plants are packaged well. Takes a second. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a shake test. Make sure not too much soil will fall out. You can see a few specks, but nothing crazy. So that's how you know that's good. So it's pretty much just covered in tape on the top. Okay, so since this plant is small enough, which a lot of mine are, to be completely honest with you, I am going to go over here, grab a container, one that doesn't have a hole in it, the same size containers as my planting ones. These are just 2.5-inch condiment containers, which if you think about it, this is a really big, like if you're using it for condiments, like this would be a lot of ketchup. If you're using it for like nachos or something, for cheese, that makes more sense. For something like ketchup, that seems a bit crazy. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of fit the cup over it. You'll see the leaves kind of, fitting the shape of it, but that's fine. As long as it's not crushing it, it'll be fine. So that's kind of what we're doing, just to make sure it's protected. I just like to do that because if I can, why not? But before I put that on, I'm gonna put the name of the plant. It's better to put the names if I have like really big orders, but I do it for all of them anyway. So I'm just gonna write baby jade. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the camera, but I feel like it's kind of shaky. There we go. Okay, so I like to write it kind of small because that helps me put it on there better. Okay. I also have some thank you stickers. Okay, so I think on average it takes me about 15 minutes to pack an order, which if you think about it, is kind of a long time. I'm not like rushing or anything though, so it might not be the most accurate. Where's my tape? I'm not sure my packing tape is. Oh, there it is. Desperately need to clean in here. I always need to clean though. I do really like my setup. I don't actually have any grow lights, even though I have so many plants everywhere. Because if you haven't noticed, back here where these dark windows are, those are windows, so light comes in. That's how the plants get their light. I was going to buy grow lights, but then I decided not to, because one, they're expensive. Mainly because they're expensive. And two, I just figured I didn't really need them, as most of the plants I grow don't really need that much light anyway. The only ones that really need much light at all are these ones and these ones. I think these are wither roses. These ones, some sort of echeveria, I don't know which ones. They're stretching out a little bit, but nothing crazy. Plus, I like when my plants are already kind of stretched out, because a lot of people, when they buy plants, they're not going to put them in enough light anyway. So rather than already look like what they're going to look like when they get them, if they put them in the window, then use a bunch of really bright grow lights, and then someone gets a plant from me and the plant starts stretching out, and they're confused because I didn't give them to it like that. rather give them a plant grown in the same conditions that it'd be placed in than a plant grown in these artificially perfect conditions, and then once they get it, they can't replicate that. Okay, so we got the name on it. It just says Baby Jade Succulent. Very cute. Okay, now we can put the lid part, and then pretty much once we got this on there, be smooth sailing from there. Because it's really, after that, what we need to do is get the box, put this sheet in there, put some packing peanuts, and we're pretty much good. Oh, and yeah, I've got on my Etsy store, Plantventions LLC, again, if you didn't hear that earlier. On my Etsy store, I actually have gotten 2 reviews so far. And luckily for me, they're both 5-star reviews. So that's really good, and I'm really, really grateful for that. Especially because one of them said that that the plant they bought for me was one of the best packaged plants I've ever seen. And you know, I tried my best to make them packaged really nice and safe. Okay, so now we're gonna go get a box. So I keep my boxes over here. This is where I keep a lot of my packaging supplies. Okay. Because I do want to start selling some other stuff. Like, I'm going to start selling upcycled clothing and stuff. If you've seen my last video, you've probably heard a bit about that. Mainly because I sell plants, like houseplants, right? But I got to figure out other stuff to sell because can't really sell houseplants much in the winter. And if I want my business to be sustainable, I gotta be able to sell stuff year round. I don't have to, but I would like to. Especially because it's a lot easier to maintain a business that maintains itself than maintaining a business that keeps shutting down and having to start it back up. I'd rather just not have to. I'd rather just already have it going than have it going, stopping it, having to start it up again. Like, basically starting it, waiting for it to gain traffic, getting that traffic, then going AFK for like forever, and then losing traffic, and then getting traffic again. So I do want to start selling other art stuff too. And I just like art, like how I showed you guys my paintings earlier. I just like creating things. That's what my business was originally anyway, before I made Plantventions. I used to have businesses, you know, sewing stuff. That's why if you've seen right here, this is my sewing machine. Because I was working on sewing some stuff. But I have to get more sewing needles because I was doing some testing with my sewing machine. Because I haven't used it in a while. And I ended up breaking both my sewing needles. Still not exactly sure how. I guess I'm just not the best at it. I think we're just being too rough. Okay, these are my packing peanuts. These are just, I didn't buy these from anywhere. Just got them from old packaging. So, if you're a business owner and you ship physical products, if you ever, you know, get packages, which if you're a business owner, you probably do, or just a person, most people get packages, then save your packing peanuts. So, the packing peanuts really aren't really there to support the package because it's fragile. They're more there to make the package sturdier to prevent it from getting crushed so something goes on top of it. Every single time I do this, I fill the box up too much, then I have to take some out. Okay. And if the care information gets squished a bit, that's okay. Just a piece of paper. I used to laminate them, but then I was thinking about it, like just laminate them with tape. But I realized, one, I don't know how much people actually value that, and two, it already takes me like 15 minutes to pack an order. So, you know, I can't really add more time to that. But I did go on Etsy and I added, I think, $1.50 for the shipping price of every order I get to account for how long it takes me to package stuff and my packaging materials. Mainly my packaging time, because it does take me quite a bit of time to package something. So, okay, so that's what the package looks like. Just a white box. And then on the sides of my packages, I like to write live plants. Pretty much just to tell people that I'm shipping to, or like the shipping services, that there are plants in here. So if a bit of soil does fall out of the box or something, which might happen, I'm not really sure how often that happens, but if that does happen, I want to make sure that they know I'm not trying to like smuggle plants in a box, you know. Most of the time, pretty sure they don't care as long as you're transparent with it. And plus, I'm not shipping large quantities of plants, and my plants are house plants. Succulents tend to have less regulation and stuff, I think. Okay, so the things I just put on are thank you stickers, and I just wrote live plant on the sides. And then I'll just put the shipping label on. I won't do that on the video, obviously. But yeah, I'll do that when I am done printing it out. So we're just going to weigh this real quick, and then we'll be done. I'm going to guess the weight. The stuff on my scale. I'm going to guess 2.64 ounces. We're going to see how close I am. Oh, I guess off. It's actually less than 2 ounces to 1.90. So I'm going to calculate it again just to make sure. So yeah, about 2. It's slightly over 2, so I'll put in 3. But that's what my calculated thing is anyway. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be shipping this out soon. Bye.